Well, this has not been a fun last couple of months. Peter Clark is trying to stage a mutiny over broken promises. Peterborough are threatening to recall Overton from loan. And if that wasn't bad enough, all this drama has led onto the pitch. And we've gone from a team who was comfortably in the playoffs to now hanging on to them for dear life. And we only got 3 games to go. All right, everyone. So this is what the table's looking like. We are currently in 7th on 71 points, but we have Boston not only Boston, but also Buxton. And I guess Alfreton as well. All these 3 teams pretty much breathing down our necks. And if you look at the for and against, we're all pretty much around the same goal difference. So, as I said, Peter Clark is trying to stage a mutiny because he felt like that there was a lack of quality at left back. I promised that we would get a left back, but when I made that promise, I thought it would carry on into next season. But he was like, no, get us a left back within 14 days, which I did not do. And now he's not happy about it. But I'm okay with it because Peter Clark is not sticking around for next season anyway. Because he's 42 now. He's pretty much the oldest player to play for this club. So he's gone. We just need to get into the summer. Now, as for the matches, we started off pretty terribly. We lost to Spennymoor, drew with Brackley, lost to Stafford, and drew with Peterborough Sports. Now, at this point, I contemplated changing my tactic to something else, but I gave it one more game. And luckily for us, we ended up beating both Farsley and Gloucester, which I thought, okay, all this mutiny and all this drama, I thought was at an end. But then we unfortunately had to come up against 2 really good sides in Scunthorpe and Scarborough, who both beat us. The Scarborough game, though, we were 2-1 up and we lost it late, unfortunately. Scunthorpe were just too good in quality and just destroyed us. But we did get a 4-2 result to at least steady the ship against Darlington. So we're bringing to you the last 3 games of the season in Tamworth, Hereford, and Russell. And so I'm hopeful we can at least get a playoff spot. Even if we don't win the playoffs, it's an achievement for a team like Warrington to at least get into the playoffs. So the teams we have to face is Tamworth's probably the hardest test. They're mid-table. But then you got Hereford and Russell, who are pretty much relegation candidates, so we should be winning both those games. Tamworth, I'm a bit concerned about. I would be okay with a draw because we're 3 points ahead of Boston. But if we lose and they win, they would be ahead of us because we would go down to, even if it's 1-0, we would go down to 3 for and against, and they would go up to 4. So we would be out of the playoff spot. So let's go to the games. Also, I mentioned Overton. He's being threatened to be recalled from Peterborough Sports because they're not happy that we're not using him as a pressing forward. So I just feel like, because I don't see us winning the playoffs, so I just feel like let's get to the end of the season, get rid of all these troublemakers, and start our rebuild. Also, we brought in, so you know how the trialists or the teams release players at the end of the season? And so I try to get all of them on trial, but the only one that would accept is this guy, Max Hollis. He's looking to be pretty good, and he's a right winger, which unfortunately just happens to be Connor Wood's spot. So, but I am probably going to sign him. I've got him on a 4-week loan, so I'll probably sign him within the next week or two. Usually I give it about 2 weeks, because by then they usually have a good visual on on like how good this player really is. So, but he's looking good at the moment. So we're planning on signing him. Hopefully, we have the money to do so. There is one thing that does make me a bit sad, and that is I'll try again, but our best player, Andre Wisdom, does not want to sign a contract with us because he thinks he's too good for us, which he probably is. So he's going to be going at the end of the season, unfortunately. In fact, a lot of players will be going at the end of the season. I don't even know if we'll end up being able to replace all the players that are going, but hopefully we at least get some kind of wage budget to try and sign players, but who knows. But that's for a video in the future of when we do our rebuild. So let's get into the game, shall we? Here's the team. We got Atherton in goal, Lindsay, Clark, Krasnicki, Wisdom, Williams, Walker, Woods, Haygarth, Buckley, Ricketts, Overton. That's the best I can do with the players that I have. So let's get into it. I do hope that our win against Darlington has given the players some more confidence, but I don't know. Tamworth is weird. You never know what you're going to get with Tamworth. And we got a corner with Clark to Walker, who scores an absolute screamer. He loves getting on the end of a ball at the edge of the box. He scored quite a few of those types of goals. It has taken Walker pretty much near the end of the season to become a starter because of players leaving, either being sold to different teams or being recalled from their loans. Walker is a player, if he is at the end of the contract, I'm probably not going to renew. Speaking of renewals, there have been a few players I have renewed. I think Matty McDonald I've renewed, Haygarth I renewed. So those two players I have renewed because they do have a lot of potential and they're young. So hopefully that was good. And we got overtime. Oh, I thought we were going to make it 2-0, but that was a terrible ball. Yeah, the one player I have realized that ever since the drama with him started that has suffered has been Overton. His shooting hasn't been nearly as good as it was before Peterborough started threatening his loan. And that was a great save by Atherton. So they got another opportunity here and it went over. Ooh, that was close. Come on, boys. I'm going to encourage because we are 1-0 up. I won't praise them since it's still a bit even. And Lindsay's got a yellow card. I think if we can just... Even a draw I would be happy with, but obviously I would like to win. Krasnicki, I thought he was going to get on the end of it. Lindsay. Oh, he's open. To Walker, is he getting... yeah. Sometimes he loves doing those shots too much, even when the shot really isn't on. He just loves lining it up. Okay, so I'm going to do a sub. I'm going to take off Connor Wood for Matty McDonald. And that would be it. Yeah, I'm trying to keep Connor Woods fresh because if Overton goes, Connor Woods will most likely become the striker. Oh, that was a terrible ball. Oh, no, they're on the counter-attack. Come on, boys. Shut him down. Oh, thank God for their terrible shooting. Okay, I'm going to take off Lindsay for Gums, who's pretty much just become a utility. I'll put him wherever I can. Williams with a corner to Clark, and it was saved. Haygarth crosses the ball in, but it gets headed away. And it looks like it comes to nothing. And then with the finals change, I'm probably going to take off Buckley Ricketts for Gravazzi. Yeah. So I honestly see, it depends on how, like, if their contract is coming up this year, I do see a lot of them leaving. Also, Krasnicki, I ended up renewing his contract as well. So those three I know are definite. I don't really know about anyone else. I think Connor Wood and Buckley Ricketts had multi-year deals, so I don't think their contract was up anyway. And Wisdom! And it was offside. Wait, yeah, it was offside. Damn. I was going to praise him for that too. I'll take a 1-0 victory. We needed that to retain our spot in the playoffs. Okay, Boston. Come on, Boston. Please just lose a match. Well, the good news is that was supposed to be the hardest game, and we ended up winning it, so I feel like now I am more confident in making the playoffs. So I'm going to go ahead to the next game, which is Hereford. All right, guys, we're here for the Hereford game. It's pretty much just the same team that I'm putting out there until the end of the season. So let's get into the match. But before I do get into the match, I do want to see Buckley Ricketts. Okay, so Buckley Ricketts and Woods. So it seems like, okay, so a lot of contracts are coming due at the end of the season. So on top of signing new players for next season, we also need to try to retain. So the players that I have signed until next season have been Haygarth. I think Matty McDonald was the other one. Even though he's more of a bench player this season, I think with next season, with all the players going, he'll probably become a starter. I know Wisdom is going. That one hurts. I think Krasnicki, I also signed until next year. So it's those three at the moment. And also Max Hollis, if we can get him as well. So that would be 4. All right, so let's get into it. So I think between this game and Russell, we probably only need to win one to get into the playoffs. But obviously, they're both against relegated teams, so I'd like to win both of them. Because the thing I know about the playoffs, it's all about momentum. If you have good momentum, you're more likely to do well. If you have bad momentum, though, even if you're like the best team in the playoffs, you could still just come up short and lose. That's how much mentality, how important it is in the lower leagues. Because in the higher leagues, you can, even if you have poor mentality, you can get by on talent. But since everyone is pretty equal in this league, mentality is king. And Haygarth has scored, which I'm happy about. Good job, boys. I'll praise him for that. We had a pretty good start. Buckley Ricketts. I see he's picked up a knock. And their chance comes to nothing. So I think Buckley Ricketts, I'll just try to get him to halftime before I sub him. Unless he gets injured. Because I already have Matty McDonald who can pretty much play anywhere. Like, he can play on the wings, play midfield. Oh, what a ball to Overton! And it was saved. I'm telling you, Overton has been a completely different player since Peterborough threatened to recall him. And that was a terrible shot by whoever that was. Well, that's interesting. Russell is beating Southport. Oh no, they've equalized. Oh, that's not good. Especially since Russell's beating Southport. That would give Russell confidence. And if they score from 2 set pieces. Oh, good, it went over. Come on, boys. Gonna demand more. This is a team in 21st position. Oh, Wisdom, what are you doing? Oh, Wisdom! You absolute buffoon! He just watched that player take down the ball and did nothing about it. You can obviously tell with Wisdom, he's already thinking about the beaches. Or like where he's got. Why did I say that? Like the beaches where you go to swim. People might think I said something else. Okay. So Manny McDonald. I'm going to put Connor Woods. Overton is coming off. I'll switch him to pressing forward. Let's hope that unlocks my attacking prowess. I'm going to demand more again. So I think since Russell is beating Southport, if Boston win, we won't be out of the playoffs. Come on, boys. I'm berating them. You absolute dunderheads. Oh, we got a penalty. Nice job. I've been teaching them the dark arts recently, and it seems like it's paying off. Sam Williams with the penalty, and he doesn't miss. Except that one game many videos ago when we needed him to score and he missed. I'd be okay with a draw because it would at least still put us above Boston, even if Boston win. All right, Wisdom's got the ball back. Krasnicki to Wisdom. Oh, Walker just passes it straight to their player. Oh, that was close. Come on, boys. We're going to encourage. I'd be okay with a draw, especially since it seems like they've been the better team with more shots. Okay, I'll take a draw. I'm happy with that because it's not about moving up the table. It's about just surviving. Oh! Brackley have lost. We're 4 points in front of Brackley. That means we're in the playoffs, boys and girls. The last match doesn't matter. Even though it kind of does. Who are we trying to sign? Oh, yeah, Max Hollis, yeah. I've offered him a contract. This guy apparently is willing to only take 190 pounds a week, which is wild to me. All right, so I'm probably just going to go to the Russia game unless Max Hollis ends up signing. All right, guys, we are back for the final match of the season against Russia. Same team as always. Some interesting developments. I tried to get all the people on trial again, and this time, Jack Morehouse has decided to accept it. So, pretty much after this game off camera, I'm probably going to try to immediately sign him as well. So, we'll see how that goes. So, this is the team. Let's get into the match. I would like to go into the playoffs with a win, please. That would be very nice. So, here we go. So, we are the blue team. And Lindsay, I don't know why he did that. Oh, good tackle, Wisdom. I thought that might have been a penalty for a second. It did look a bit clunky there, but it seemed to be a good tackle. Alright, so they're just passing it around. I can just immediately tell our players don't really care about this match since they've already done what they needed to do. I'm going to demand more. It would be pretty ridiculous if the only game we win... Come on, boys. This is Russia. What are you doing, you absolute idiots? I'm berating them. I mean, how do you beat the hardest team we had to play and then not beat two relegated or relegated threatened sides? You imbeciles. I wish there was like a mode in Football Manager where you could actually like use specific words to berate people, like calling them imbeciles. What are you doing, you prats? And they're in again. Come on, the shout won't let me berate them. Probably since I just recently demanded more. There's a certain time limit within shouts, I guess. But we've started terribly. It's like everyone's mind's already on vacation. And Russell, oh my god. And Russell did beat Southport, so. Can you please just let me berate? I'm berating all you prats. Our momentum is gone if we lose this game. And Buckley Ricketts with, like, I don't even know why he had a shot from there. I'm going to keep berating them. This is not how, well, this is how I wanted things to go. Not with this match, but at least we did make the playoffs, which is an achievement in his. What was that from Overton? He knew there was no players in front of him, yet he decided to pass the ball like that. Oh, God. See, it's one thing to get spanked by South Shields and Spennymoor and Scunthorpe, because they're really good sides. I refuse. Oh my god, I'm getting spanked by Russell. I am changing things up. For this game only, I'm going back to an attacking tactic. I refuse to lose to Russell. Let's see how our attacking tactic goes. So this is the thing I just decided to do mid-match. And we immediately concede because of it. How are we losing 4-0 to Russell? Oh my god. I just think the players have given up. I think they're like, yeah, that's our job done for the season. We made the playoffs. We're probably not going to win the playoffs. That's us done for the season. My god. Fire up! I've never used a fire up shout before. I'm going to put in Matty McDonald, switch him with Haggith. Have him as a pressing forward and Gums for Clark. All right, we seem to finally be setting up a decent bit of play here with Woods running down the wing. And it comes to nothing. Come on, boys. At least turn this result into a decent one. Although, conceding 4-0 to Russell. There we go, Gravazzi. And it's been disallowed. We're just having nothing today. I can't believe this result. This is as bad as United losing 4-0 to MK Dons. They just seem to be passing us off the park. Good block by, I think, Gums it was. I'm not happy. And this probably puts us in a disadvantageous position when we have to go up against, I guess, the other teams in the playoffs. I would like the actual table to be brought up so I know who I would be facing. Because I think at the moment I'm coming 6th. I think only Southport is behind us. I think they're also coming into it with a terrible. So I think if it remains like this, we're going to be facing Boston United, maybe, who have pretty much just come from nowhere. Like, they're on a massive winning streak. Oh, Buckley Ricketts, please go on. And he fails. Just like usual. Let's just hope this is a one-off. FMing. But I'm pretty sure this result just guaranteed Russell's survival. What's the table looking like? Yeah, we're 7th. So Southport did end up winning. So it seems like if this result is final, which it is, our first game will be against Scarborough, a team I don't think we've beaten this season. They beat us both home and away. And these are the 4 teams to be relegated. I'm kind of surprised Kingland is in that result. Although, to be fair, if we did beat Russia, they still would have survived. I'm shocked Kingsland's getting relegated because they're a professional side. Yeah, so we are facing Scarborough. So I think, memory serves me correctly. I believe the playoffs, it's one leg, I think. I don't know if it's one leg or 2 legs. I don't remember. I think it's just one leg. The semi-finals might be 2 legs, but I don't remember. So, everyone, what I am probably going to do is I'm probably going to end the video here because we'll have next video dedicated to the playoffs. And if we end up losing the playoff, then it's probably going to be a shorter video than usual. So, thanks again for watching, guys. If you like the video, subscribe, do all of that. So, thanks again for watching, guys. Have probably the playoff video out tomorrow. So, thanks again for watching, and see ya.